which have been taking place on the upper floors of Buckingham Palace for well over a century, are such a blessed release from the formal day-to-day life that sometimes the snoots, knobs, and even the young princes unbend themselves to go upstairs and join the staff at play. And though history does not relate whether any royal prince ever trysted with a maid, it's a cast-iron certainty that they did. Though perhaps the more interesting question is whether any of these trystings ever turned into something more meaningful. Are these upstairs-downstairs romances always doomed to disaster? Or can they ever turn into a full-fledged relationship with, who knows, marriage and children and a love that lasts forever? Unlikely, of course, but still, nevertheless, the very slimmest of possibilities. Campion warbles to the hit of the year. Meatloaf's I'd Do Anything for Love. She has already developed quite a taste for the Queen's favourite tipple of gin and Dubonnet, which powers her through to midnight. But such a sage head on such young shoulders, she retreats to her bedroom at the stroke of 12. In the early days, when she'd started out at the palace, Campion had often been the last woman standing. But the next day's household chores had proved so problematic, an ancient Sèvres vase smashed, a decrepit corgi doughtily shouldering the blame, that Campion is now always abed by midnight. Tonight, this night of nights, the night when the points will click and when Campion's life will be set on an entirely different course, she just disappears from the party. One moment she's dancing, and the next she has slipped away so very quietly that her party mates do not even realise she's gone. Her room, when she'd inherited it, had been brutally Spartan. Just a bed, desk and chair, and also a vast black Victorian wardrobe perched up just a little too high on thin, spindly legs. In the past year, she has prettified it with rugs and prints, so that, with the little heater and the small posy of gardenias in a wine-glass by her bedside, the room is positively cosy. She takes a peek from her window, drinking in this stupendous view of London that she never tires of. Campion brushes and flosses her teeth at the sink in the corner and washes her face with soap and water, idly looking at herself in the mirror. Not bad. Could be worse. She unpins her hair, and out springs a thick lion's mane of corkscrew hair, long and dark brown. Her skin is spot and makeup free, though she does like lipstick, which accentuates what she considers to be her finest feature, her superb teeth. What Campion does not realise is that her teeth are only a part of her finest feature, which is her astonishingly brilliant smile. It's even better when she laughs. Cheeks moisturised, lips vaselined, she slips on a white t-shirt and some blue cotton shorts and takes herself to her table where she writes up the short story of the day. In bed, she curls up with a copy of Company magazine, which had most likely been discarded by one of the Queen's ladies-in-waiting. Company was a down-market version of Vogue, but in 1993, when this story is set, the magazine has considerable clout, containing the usual mix of fashion and beautiful people, and of course, sex. The magazine is well thumbed, and the small freebie bottle of perfume has been taken, though a trace of Givenchy still lingers. Campion flicks past the pictures of all the lovely ladies and lets out a snort of derision, for next month we'll see a bumper issue.